Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be running through State of Origin Game 2 predictions, betting trends, and also a free bet at the end of the video based on our analysis. So we don't have Sam with us today. He's in Europe living his best life, taking advantage of his match betting profits. So shout out Sam in Europe. I'm sure he's going to be watching this video as well. So without further ado, let's get into what happened in game one of State of Origin. So Queensland, yeah, they dispatched New South Wales 38-10, and it was Joseph Suwali's red card or being sent off for the rest of the game on that hit on Reece Walsh that really sort of changed momentum completely. And to play with 12 men for the entire game from pretty much 5 minutes onwards is always going to be a tough ask, especially playing up against Queensland, who have such a tremendous record away. They're such a dominant side, and they've just got the outfit, the core group, and the coaching staff around them to really just elevate their game. And yeah, Queensland just took advantage of the 12-man lineup that New South Wales pretty much had for the entire game. So yeah, they ran rampant, and yeah, they dispatched New South Wales. Hamaso, he was great. I really like Tommy Dearden as well. And I guess he just has really good chemistry. Playing alongside 6 other Cowboys players as well. You've always got 1 or 2 Cowboys on each side, so when he's sort of taking control of the game or being that playmaker, when Queensland are in their attacking set, then he's just got great chemistry with those guys already playing with them at Clubland. So Tommy Dearden was huge. Of course, Daly Cherry Evans, DCE, man of the match. He just steps up in big moments for State of Origin, and in game one he proved exactly that. So that was massive for them. For the New South Wales side, yeah, they obviously playing with 12 men is never gonna be in your favour. But there were a few really good standouts that New South Wales had. Olukwatu was huge for them off the bench. I really like Jake Trebojevic as captain. He did a great job in his debut game as captain. And I think he's going to be a great captain going forward in the future for New South Wales. Let's go through the changes now. So the biggest change that New South Wales have made to their Game 2 lineup is obviously Latrell Mitchell in the centres, which is a big change. And obviously replacing Nico Hines, who copped a lot of criticism in Game 1 due to his lackluster performance. But in all fairness, and to his defense, he's playing on probably he's the best half or the best player in the second best team in the comp at the moment, and you couldn't really say no to him given that Moses was injured. Obviously, Cleary's injured. He was always going to get the nod for game one, and he didn't have the best of performances. But I think what he'll do is just go back to Clubland, just put on a really good string of performances, get back into form, and I think in the future he'll be a great number 7 or just a great person in the halves for New South Wales. Cameron Murray, another big in as well. He's being bumped into the starting lineup, so a couple of Bunnies players in for New South Wales. Now, he'll be huge. I think having him not playing in game 1 was critical for New South Wales as well. So him, taking Cam McInnes' spot, who's going to be, the 19th man and probably misses out. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but Cam Murray, he's had that experience for the Blues, and I think he'll be great and he'll elevate that side. And also Connor Watson being in, I think personality-wise and the way he plays, I think he's a perfect player to chuck into that utility role for New South Wales. So that's a couple of great additions for the Blues. And Queensland's that lineup, more or less the same. The big addition is obviously, or the big person that they're missing is Selwyn Cobbo. He's been dropped from the side, or he's not even in the squad. He had a bit of a shocking performance against the Rabbitohs last week. Couple of knock-ons, and wasn't really his best game. There was also a bit of a rumour that he might be carrying a bit of an injury, but yeah, Billy Slater's not picked him in the lineup, and also putting in a couple of experienced players in the helm. You've got Kafusi on the bench. You've got Kurt Capewell on the bench, and also Dane Gagai as the 18th man as well. So calling in a few experienced players for Queensland, which is good. It helps with their squad. They've obviously got a really, really good core, that Queensland side. And obviously Reece Walsh back in, obviously copying that blow from Swally. I think he'll be fired up and ready to go. So both teams on paper looking really, really good. And let's move on to the betting trends. So having a look at the sports bet markets at the moment, Queensland are priced at $2 and New South Wales are also priced at $1.87. So pretty much very, very even in terms of pricing and in terms of markets. New South Wales being the slight favourites, and that's probably more of the narrative that, you know, they're going to bounce back and even the series with their changes that they've made. And the line spread with Queensland plus 1.5 and New South Wales minus 1.5, and the over-unders at 37.5. So, yeah, interesting to see that the bookies pricing New South Wales as the favourite. And let's get into the betting trends. So these are some of the statistics that I've picked up and that will really help in terms of our bets that we'll send to our members and also for yourselves as well if you're watching the video and looking for a few key statistics that might help with your bets come next Wednesday. So let's have a look. So in the past 10 games, a centre has scored in 10 straight Origin games, which is absolutely crazy. And now that you've got Latrell Mitchell coming back in for the Blues, who's been in insane form over the last couple of weeks, scoring a couple of tries and a few try assists, he'll definitely be really dangerous for that New South Wales attack. And you've obviously got Stephen Crichton, who's also a try-scoring machine, Valentine Holmes, another try-scoring machine for the Maroons as well, and obviously Hamiso, who Queensland really heavily rely on to, you know, put points up on the board for them. So I can see this game being another centre fest in terms of try-scoring. So, yeah, a centre for either team has scored in 10 straight Origin games. And since 2018, both teams have scored 10 points or more 76% of the time. So looking through the 21 games played over that 7-year period, there's only been 4 games, I believe, that have resulted in teams not scoring more than 10 points. And given how fast-paced State of Origin games have been played over the last few years, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, again, the statistics back that and both teams end up scoring 10 points or more. And in neutral games since 2012, New South Wales have won 4 games while Queensland have won 3. So New South Wales have won in Melbourne 2 out of the last 3 times. So that was Game 1, 2018, which was the last game that they played in Melbourne, and Game 2, 2015. Queensland have won the series 82% of the time when winning Game 1. So that's a really glaring statistic right there. So with Queensland winning that first game, that really pushes the likelihood of them winning the series at that 82%. There's a 100% chance for Game 1 winners to win the series since COVID in 2020. So that's obviously looking at a 4-year period. So every team that's won Game 1 has gone on to win the series as well. So those are some betting trends that we've looked at. Also, another couple here. The last time that New South Wales lost Game 1 and won the series was in 2019. Now, that was a really, really good series, and I think James Tedesco in Game 3 scored arguably one of the best tries in Origin history to win and seal Game 3 that year. And that was also the year where they dispatched Queensland in Perth as well. That was also one game, I think, where Queensland didn't even score 10 points. And then obviously since 2012, New South Wales have lost this series when they lose at home, which doesn't include Game 3. So that happened in 2015, 2017, and in 2022. So without further ado, let's get into the Playmakers Elite Free Origin tip based on those betting trends. So with that in mind, that Senators have scored in 10 straight Origin games, we're going Latrell Mitchell, Stephen Crichton, or Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow to score a try. Both teams to score 10 points, and New South Wales plus 12.5 to cover the line. Now, at the time of this recording, you'll get this at about $2.05 on Sportsbet. And obviously, if you use the promotion come Wednesday night, that will mean that if either leg fails, you'll get that bonus bet back. And obviously, our members know how to turn over that bonus bet and to recover about 70% of that bonus bet stake back. So if you enjoyed the video, if you've enjoyed these betting trends and you enjoyed my predictions, go ahead, smash the subscribe button, give it a like. And obviously, if you're interested to know more about what we do, send us a message. And I'm a Queensland supporter, so I'm going to be rooting for Queensland. So up the Maroons. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.